Steve Jobs, so impressive that we can't seem to stop making movies about him. Hey, Cypher here with another based on a true story. Since another Steve Jobs movie is coming out fairly soon, I thought we could look at the old one from 2013 and see what kind of inaccuracies it has. Let's hope this new one doesn't make the same mistakes.
Most of the early years are pretty good in this version. It's fairly straightforward, and Ashton Kutcher doesn't only copy the looks, but even tries to copy the way he moved. That's some dedication. The only contentious part is whether or not Steve Jobs actually lied to Steve Wozniak about the amount he was being paid for the Atari work. Wozniak was not pushed by Jobs into demonstrating his computer at the Homebrew Club. Jobs was in another state at the time, and Wozniak did that of his own volition. Wozniak is pretty angry about that, in fact. Wozniak and Kutcher actually had quite a bit of verbal jousting in the press over this movie. It's kind of funny to look at the back and forth of it. No one considered Star Trek allegories as a possible name for the Apple company. But they were geeks, right? So they had to love all things Star Trek. Way to perpetuate that stereotype. Some of the actual names considered are important, including the name personal computers. You've heard of the PC-Mac debate? Well, what about the PC-PC debate? Rod Holt was into motorcycles, but dirt bikes. Him arriving like some sort of badass biker made a few people who knew him laugh when they saw it. The movie makes it seem like the sole drive to make a graphics user interface was Jobs' charisma. In reality, Jobs had bribed Xerox with Apple stock in order to see theirs before it was released. Xerox was the first to make a commercial version, and Apple copied a great deal of the layout because of Jobs' visit. That's pretty damn important to just leave out. Wozniak did not leave Apple because he was angry with them. In reality, after some medical issues from a plane crash and being away to finish his college degree, he had lost the drive to keep up with the company. He also didn't bother to inform Jobs, because they had been working completely separately for a while. Probably the worst omission from the movie is the fact that Jobs was active throughout the late 80s and early 90s. It makes him seem like he was just loafing around in sorrow. In reality, he bolstered a little-known computer graphics company called Pixar. You might have heard of it. For being a movie that just purely glorifies Jobs, that would seem something to point out.
This movie is essentially a hagiography of Jobs, as in making a sanctified history. It's way overly glorified. Let's hope the new one doesn't have the same problem.
So, thanks for watching. Tell me what other based on a true story movies need busting in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and check out some previous episodes. I'll see you next time. Graphics user.